See that peppercorn tree there? We are going to swing the detector around it at the end of this video. Well, I've had quite a few jobs in my life. I've been a mechanic, I've been a share farmer, a dairy farmer, milking cows. I've been a builder, I've done some plumbing, I've done some plastering. Look, I've done a lot of jobs. But one thing I've never done is been employed, hired, paid to come out and metal detect for rubbish, steel droppers included. So that is what we're doing, and we are back again today. This be round 5. It's a Sunday. We stayed with the family there this morning a little bit longer. It's 20 to 12, so we are starting late today. But look, that's okay. We're going to put in a mighty effort this afternoon. And if you've seen my last videos, last 4 videos doing what I'm doing today, well, we've been extremely busy and we've put in a mighty effort thus far. We've located some 144 steel droppers for the farmer. Steel droppers that have been knocked off, star pickets I should say, that have been knocked off at about ground level, and he's having trouble with his tractor running over the top of them, getting flat tires. So just before we jump out of the car, let's have a look. We'll turn the car off. And as I said, some will know this, some won't know this. But we started there on Tuesday. We did 47 droppers. We walked about 15.5k. We did the next day 53 droppers down below near my thumb, and we walked another 11k. Just Friday, capping off the week, we did 10.54 kilometres, and we did another 24 droppers in 4 hours. We've been doing about 4 or 5 hours a day. And then just yesterday, Saturday, we logged another 10.32 kilometres walked. We did 20 more droppers that we flagged. And well, a lot of rubbish. And let's show you that rubbish, because it's right outside my door here. So look, we had the boys there yesterday with us helping. They did a mighty effort as well. But we started in plantation 2 over the back here. The first time we started plantation 1 there last week, it was over the side there, and we marked about 120 droppers out. We've got about another 20 marked out here. So we're just scratching the surface here, but by geez, we certainly have scratched it thus far. And look, these are all the steel dropper pegs that we've found over here humming around so far. And as I said, we've got the rest mapped out, flagged out. And the plot thickens a little bit because I was talking to the landowner this morning, and basically he said, mate, we might get you even to pull them out. So what we'll do is we'll get an excavator out there with you, and if you'd like to, come along behind the excavator, in front of the excavator with a chain. The chains sort of, they're pretty handy chains. I've seen them before, I've used them before, and they've sort of got like a locking sort of plate. They go down around the dropper. Some of these we may have to dig out a little bit further, but they go around the dropper, and they sort of lock in as the tractor lifts it up, or the excavator lifts it up and applies force. They tilt sideways and lock onto the peg. So look, hopefully, if a stainless steel peg is, thus that tall, hopefully we've only got about 2 or 3 foot of peg left in the ground. They all come out nice and easy. Remember, they're all snapped and rusted though. So look, that's yet to be seen. So anyway, we're going to be back here, as I said, late start, but here we are again on a Sunday, and we're flying solo today. We've got a big job cleaning up this area. As you've seen, all this rubbish coming out, and we've also still got to finish off this area. So let's get set up, let's get started. All right, only about 10 minutes in so far. We're sort of just doing a bit of a random hunt because I don't know where the fence line is in this section, and that's what I want to pick up to begin with this morning. But we've got one star picket over there standing up, another one over here standing up, and we just found the third. And we're just leaving them standing up. We won't flag them because we will remove them like we did with the rest. You see here though, I've hit such a trashy spot. There was a bit of stuff sticking out of the ground here. There it is. So I'm sort of thinking, look at it. I'm sort of thinking that I might have to do what I did with the boys there yesterday. And it actually looks like the wire off a fan, an old fan shroud. Stop your fingers from going in there. So look, I think what I'm going to have to do is very similar to what I did with the boys yesterday, because there's just stuff everywhere. Like this. That was our next target. He was a 31. So how am I going to find the star pickets? I don't know. But look, we're just going to do the best we can and try and hit on that line. But if they're sort of laying loosely on the surface like this, We're just going to have to work methodically through all the other rubbish to get to them. Let's give you a listen. Sounds like a coin there too, but it's not. Like this one here. I checked him out before. It's literally just a whole heap of burnt off slag stuff. So, and there's a ton of it. So look, we pick everything up, but we're not out here for that. Just the big stuff, like this guy. Stuff that's going to interrupt, oh, there's another bit, interrupt the plough or even puncture a tyre. So all the other little stuff, look, Lisa actually, Lisa, shout out to Lisa R here, because she had a great idea the other day. She said, what if you were to get a big magnet and walk behind, you know, or drag it through? And I think that's a great idea, but imagine the magnet would pick up that much rubbish. Like, I don't think you'd walk 5 meters before the magnet would be chock-a-block full. So look, we might even try it. I don't have it with me today, unfortunately. I should have grabbed it out of the shed, but we might try that. But we can clearly see a burnt off pile or a rubbish pile, or like something dramatic's happened over here while we got all this rubbish. I was looking on the map there again last night and I can't really see a shed. So look, I don't know what's going on. But there's a ton of stuff in the ground. We're not here to find it all, and we're just here to pick up the star pickets. We'll do the best we can. I don't know about you guys, but I am absolutely buggered. We're only about an hour in too, so I best pick up my game. We are locating a lot of rubbish though. We were doing that just over there where that star picket is sticking up. If you can see it, there's another one sticking up just in front of us, little one. But look, we're back on the row now. 20 pegs that we marked out yesterday, 20 pink awesome little flags. There's 21. So we just come across this guy here, and I hope that we've come to the strainer post. Because see that, there's concrete embedded around this, I don't think it's a strainer, or I don't know. It's got metal and concrete attached to it. That to me looks like it could be an old strainer post, probably snapped off in the ground. He probably goes straight down probably another 2 or 3 feet. So we've probably got a lot of digging around that one to get done, because as I said, the plot thickens. I think the landowner Frango wants me to come out and pull the pegs out now. We spent 5 days locating them, and now I think he wants me to come out and help the tractor driver get rid of them. So as I said, hook that chain on and get rid of them. But look, I might even need a day off first. I'm going to call a day off, because 5 days, 40 odd Ks, I mean, we're doing about, there's another peg, we're doing about 10 Ks a day out here walking around. 15,000 steps, and yeah, I said 10 Ks a day. And 144 star pickets that we've uncovered, plus about a wheelbarrow full of rubbish. And not to mention digging all the other little rabbit holes in between, trying to ID the star pickets. Like there's one right there. Trying to ID the star pickets, or trying to ID what is rubbish, you know, and picking up along the way as we go. So look, mighty job, mighty effort. As I said, I might have to take a day off before I start coming out and pulling these pickets out. So, and I might have to get paid too soon, because the fuel's running low. The fuel card's running low, I should say. Dear, half an hour out to here to work, half an hour home. So that's an hour of travel every day. And look, lunch and time and everything. So I will have to get paid soon, because the reality is, this is my job at the moment. I'm a star picket finding person, people who love to join gangs. That's not in a gang, it's my own gang. I did have a gang yesterday. There's another hole. Anyway, I'm going for lunch now. I'm buggered, as I said. It's really taken it out of me, and we're only about an hour and a half in. So I probably need to recharge to keep going for the afternoon. So let's do it. Well, that's why I'm so tired. Look at it all. Oh, even my legs are tired. You know when you've dug for days and days and days, or you've just dug, you know, done so much, and your legs turn into jelly, so do your arms. Oh, that's what's happening right now. My legs and arms are jelly. Thankfully, we've got pumpkin soup, a banana, Saviour Gill's lunchbox, and my snacks that Helena kindly put together for me. So little pancakes, how awesome are they? And lollies, exactly what we need. All right, back to it. There's no good sitting there staring at the work that needs to be done. We might as well just get back into it and start doing it. And so look, we brought the bucket over too. I quickly inhaled my lunch. The pumpkin soup was lovely. Thank you, Helena. For anybody that doesn't know too, Helena's a qualified chef. So look, I've been well looked after over the last 12 years we've been together. She is just amazing. And look, she gets home and cooks tea every night for me and the boys. I tell you what, she does an amazing job. Credit to her. So I should be as big as a house for some of the stuff that she cooks, but I'm not. I suppose because I'm out doing this. So look, we've got the bucket here. We're going to throw all the rubbish in. We're going to fill this bucket up again today, I'm sure. But we're just going to throw the rubbish in. We are going to get back over to the pegs and start back on them because that's most important. And look, while we're going, we can pick up this stuff whilst at it. So let's do that, and let's see if we can find the next peg and map him out. We have not made it very far from the bucket at all. But look at this piece that I just threw in here. He's pretty cool. A click goes the shears, boys. Click, click, click. I think that's how it goes. But there's the old Sunbeam Super Swift Australian made old sheep shearers. How cool's that? It's almost, look, it's almost an item. He'll be going into the bucket for now, but he's almost an item that I might pull out later and try and save. There's some guy hooking up and down the road there in a red AU Ford. Here he comes. What's he want? What's he doing? He just tried to pull in the house gateway and then he booted off. There he goes. Beep, 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 beep. See if he goes back in the house gateway again. He's looking for a gateway because he booted from there up to there further. Is he? Isn't he? Is he? Isn't he? He's gone left. What you doing? I think he's lost. So am I. Did I say I was lost? What am I talking about? I know exactly where I am, exactly where I'm meant to be. Out here in a dusty, dirty paddock. And bingo, we've picked up our next pole, our next picket. And look at that, it's right in a car run. Surprise, surprise. I don't know what it's doing out here either because I thought, let's just take you back to here. I thought we capped off this run. So if that's a strainer post there, I'd imagine that we need to go that way 20 metres and then that way about 100 metres back to the car. Cap off the plantation. So we found nothing in between that last one we just showed you up until that point there. So there might be one missing in the middle. We'll work on that one. But now, why have I got one out in the middle? Are we going to have another run going up this way? I don't know. Or is it just a bit of a random peg? So what we'll do is we'll just follow. Look, the best thing to do, I think, in this scenario is just follow up and down and just try and work this area methodically and the best we can. Because when I started out this area, I didn't think it was going to be that trashy. Like I sort of said, it could be challenging. I did think it was going to be trashy, and that's right, it wasn't that challenging at the start, and then it became challenging. So we've really got our work cut out for us here in this little patch, and thankfully it's a little patch compared to the other patch up the road there, which was about a kilometre long, I reckon. Didn't actually measure it, but it was quite the lengthy plantation, quite the windrow. So let's get this one flagged, marked, and we'll have a little flag to work off as we work our way back to the car. And as I said, a grid up and back this site and see how we go. Oh, I do love when a plan comes together. Who said I was ever lost? There's our next one. Mind you, we've come a fair way to get it. Oh dear, nothing in between. So, I think I just disturbed the camera on that one. Sorry guys. So there's our next one, and that's good. That's really good. It's exactly what I want to see, because remember we lost the line. We found one line. Let's just get out of there, cricket. Oh, he's still in there. Let me take you off the arm cuff there. Great little trick. Pop him back down. He's good to go again. So there's our second peg, and remember how we said we're trying to pick the line back up again. I don't know why it's just here, like it doesn't seem to be far enough away for there to be trees or a plantation in there. Although I am noticing these divots once again in the ground. So maybe we are onto the line. But there we go, star picket there, running all the way back to our little pink flag where we just picked up the start of it. So hopefully, fingers crossed everybody, we're gonna map this one, flag this one. Hopefully, fingers crossed, we walk another 10 meters, 5 meters, whatever, I don't know the spacing, but we get the next one and that creates our line. We'll see how we go. Who else loves working on a Sunday? I know I do. Got no choice. So look, we are still humming along. We're enjoying the day. It's a spectacular day too. I see someone's got a fire over the back there. We've got planes going overhead, back and forth. And bingo, we really know what we're doing. We can do stuff. We've found the line. 3, that's the third one right there. We must have been missing one in the middle here. And we've got 4 and 5. Why is there 2? I don't know. The farmer was drinking again this day, I dare say. So 5 pickets, 6 pickets, 7, 8. Another 2. What is the farmer doing? He loves his scotch. 8. That was a nothing. That was a nothing. So look, we've probably got 1 or 2 missing in between here. But we've got 8 pegs in the last probably, what, 15 minutes. We've found the line again. How cool is that? So we'll mark these. We've marked him, sort of thing. We'll pick this guy up. He was laying adrift in the row. And we've still got to mark these next ones. And I reckon, thought that was the end of a steel dropper then. So much stuff in the ground here. So there's another one. We'll come back with the big pick too and dig those out further because this is extremely tough ground. I'm going through all the tree roots and everything. And the poor old pick, I'll need to get paid to afford to buy a new one. But look at that, poor old pick is really done its dash. So we are not levering off anything too hard. But I said, we'll go get the big pick, the big daddy, go in there. It's better. And we'll just dig those out a little bit further. I just haven't been carrying it because it's obviously a lot heavier. Soon we find the next one. Still hear a lot of rubbish in the ground. Very quiet signals those. Look, there's a little dog paw print. How cool is that? Where's the, oh there he is, 1, 2, 3. He's walking the line just like us. Where is it? That's what I'd put down as a steel dropper. You just see how it's got a bit more of a distinctive tone. So we'll find a little bit of other rubbish. You can hear all those. They're just little bits of nails and, or hopefully not nails, bits of wire and what have you. That's our dropper though. Back here a bit. Right there, and we should be able to dig down. It's fluffy on top, but then the ground gets hard. There it is. Ta-ting! You really know when you hit them. You certainly know when you don't, and you're just finding a heap of wire. So what's that, number 9? We'll see if we take our way back to the car because we're not far away. I'm just checking too because you did see that some of these droppers had 2 on them. That said farmer was drinking. I don't know why he's put 2 on them. So that'll be a bit of rust in the ground, obviously, but probably more likely to be a nail. We'll check them out anyway, because you just never know. Of course. I should have suspected it. There we go. Picking up that as we go. That's going to also get off there. No, it's going to help us also find the steel pegs. I'm probably closer to take this one to the car. You can just see how many steps I'm doing every day and why I'm doing them, can't you? Oh, it gets weird. Perfect. Oh no. Well, that did not last long from that last clip where I said it was going to happen, did it? I said I wasn't going to lever off anything, and I didn't really lever off anything that hard then. Oh dear. I don't have the money to replace that at the moment. Oh dear, and that was my favourite pick. It's been with me for about 5 years though. It's done a fantastic job. So I can't, look, I can't fault it, that's for certain. So, and you shouldn't lever stuff with picks. That's why. Never mind. Lucky we've come prepared. You can see the difference in, oh dear, you can see the difference in length there. And look, the little pick, just so much easier to carry, handle, use, but I was coming for the big boy anyway. Wonder if it fits in the thing. Yeah, it does. Nearly touches the ground though. Best shut the boot. Oh, we might have a flat battery too. That's all right, I've got a jump pack in there as well. We like to come prepared. Oh dear, let's get back to it. Let's lever this out, and I'm certain it's not going to break the big daddy. Huh. Oh, jeez. Oh, that's in there. But what is it? It's a pipe. Oh, it's a... That's a whole bloody oil drum. What the? Oh, all right. We've got a bit of digging to do. We'll come back and give you a look. Hopefully we don't spill too much more oil. Oh, it stinks. Oh, that's rotten. It's not going to puncture a tyre, but it needs to come out of the ground. EPA, eat your heart out. Let's have a look. This big pick is making short work of that ground. It's a bit harder to swing though. Let's see. Come on. Oh, you're not far off coming. There he goes. Oh, what is the farmer buried? Oh, yuck. All right, let's give you a look. Let's take it over. Oh, what is that? Grease, lube, old can of paint. Oh, let's get it over, throw it on the scrap pile before it leaks out too much more. You can leak it all out on the scrap pile. What is that? I dare say paint, because it's got a paint handle on top. There we go. We just dug a tin of paint out of the ground. Well, I never. One tin of paint. Here comes the next one. Oh, huge signal in the ground. What is this farmer doing? Oh, what a mess. Why? Why would you? How could you? What am I? Look, it just amazes me what you find in the ground. Third paint tin. There's another one over the back there. Something. Amazing. Why though? Like, I just don't understand some people. If you're gonna dump rubbish, don't. Yeah, it is paint. I can smell it. It's enamel, baby blue. And there's still more in there. Oh dear. I tell you, some farmers, not an attack on farmers here, I'm not having a go at anybody. But look, I've been to a lot of farms, hundreds of farms, detecting, and look, I was a farmer years ago. I've been to hundreds of farms. Some farmers, oh dear, they just leave a lot to the imagination, like what they do and why they do it. But anyway, thankfully, there's blokes like me that'll come out and clean up after them. Look out, fire! It's coming straight for us. I don't think so somehow, it's a long way away. Look at that, some farmer is burning down the farmhouse. No, not really, he's probably just burning down a crop. What's happened out in this paddock? Same thing. Put the wheat crop in here every year and they burn it all out. So, just finished digging all these out. I took it out of me too. I tell you what, the new pick had done a mighty job and made short work of that ground. Check that out, it's a bloody roo. Oh, g'day fella. He stopped to say g'day. He just ran, I turned around, I felt like someone was watching me. He ran straight through my flags. Oh, yep, see ya. Nice to see you, mate. Let's zoom in. Where is he gone? Can you see him? I can't see him through the camera. I'm blinded by the sun. Am I too far off him, or I hope you can see him. Zoom in further. Oh, there he is. I can see his dust trail. Look at him hop. Let's call him Hop Along. That was pretty cool. He stopped again in the middle. That's pretty cool. All right, where were we? I felt like someone was watching me. You know how you get that distinctive feel or when you're detecting, you're out in the bush and you think, someone's looking at me. Well, that's just what I got. And it was Hop Along. There he goes. Let's place these out. Let's keep going. 2, 3, 4, 5. I thought that one was going to be a steak. Did you see steak? And look at that. There he is. Another one. Another one loose. So I'm going to stick him beside that one. We will pick them all up on the way out. Something I'm noticing too. Oh, there he is. He's still there. Look at that. Can you see the kangaroo? I thought he took off before, but he actually didn't. He is still sitting there. I think I'm in the right position. There he is right there in the middle of the screen. There's no grass out there, fella. Maybe I'm scaring him. Like, he obviously come from over this way somewhere. So maybe he was taking shade under the sugar gums there, under the little tree line. Or maybe he was over at the house having a coffee, I don't know. But he just ran straight through here and he stopped dead out in the paddock. And I will say, I've been hearing some shotguns and that go off on the property today. So there'll be shooters on site. So maybe he doesn't want to make his way down to the river. Maybe he's too scared. Probably best if he gets out of the middle of the paddock though. You'll get sunburnt. Well, we can do stuff. Here is another missing peg. And we just found, well, we found one a second ago. And we better look like we're doing stuff too, because here comes the landowner. So we'll go over and catch up with him, show him what we've done, what we've found. I'm sure he's going to be most impressed with all the rubbish that's come out, that's for certain. And not to mention all these brand new pegs that we're marking, especially finding these lost ones. Bonus. Don't drive over here, I'll come to you. Oh, I'm getting a good workout today. It's a Sunday workout. Oh, we've got 20 pegs yesterday, marking out this outline of the row. I think I got about that again today, more. And did you see the stack of rubbish beside my car? Oh, there's a mountain there. So that's just steel, and I'm just locating a few more droppers up that end. I just got to.
See Benno when he brought his machine?
No.
He's got his machine in the shed.
Right, I haven't spotted it just yet.
There aren't any flags underneath here.
Nah, you're right. No flags in front of you, mate. So yeah.
And how deep are these pigs?
Well, they're ranging. It's. Look, they're all much of a muchness now. Some are on the surface once again, just below. Others are about 2 foot down, 3 foot down. Like, I'm really having to dig for them. They must have been snapped off quite a while ago. So
I was thinking the best way to do it, will you use a chain?
Yep.
Wrap it round twice and through the last loop, pull it, and then should tighten it.
Yep.
If it doesn't come out with the bucket, the bucket will always be on, it's a small bucket.
Yeah, and we've got to dig around them.
So we got to dig around anyway to find the collar of where to pull from. We got to dig around.
Yep. Yep. No worries. Oh, how good is Franco, eh? He just took off. We're back eating the rest of our lunch. Pumpkin soup. Awesome. And look, just catching up with Franco there, he's pretty impressed with what we've been doing. Said doing that we've outlined another 20 odd pegs today. We've got 124 thereabouts in the last 4 days, plus all the rubbish behind us. There's a ton. He didn't even see any of that. He drove straight past it. So look, really cool. Franco's a great guy. He did say to me, do you want some cash now tomorrow, mate? You know, there's going to be a cost to all your travel out here back and forth, and you know, do you need to be cashed up? So look, I said to him, just leave it for now. We did work out a price per hour. Just leave it for now though, mate, and look, we will attack it. Well, we'll grab some money off at the end of the day. Not attack you for it, we'll grab some money at the end of the day. So once we're finished, or the end of the job, I should say. So about 40 pegs in front of us. We've got random pegs stuck up in the ground trying to show us where we've been, where we haven't been, where the line could be, and we're going to pick all those up at the end of the day, join them to the stack. But I'll tell you what, 20 odd hours thus far, and look, plenty more to go, probably another 20 to go. And as you've seen, where's my soup? There it is. As you've seen, Franco wants us to come out, jump on the tractor, jump on the backhoe, whatever, and look, try and remove them, help another worker, or he's going to try and get a worker for me, because he's a bit beyond it. He's in these 80s, and to be honest, as he said, I'll just give you a tractor with a linkage and a bucket or a forks or whatever you want, mate, and you can come out and pull them all out. You know where they are, and I'll try and get someone to help you do it. So just so I don't have to get out of the tractor all the time. Anyway, that is about it. We're going to finish our pumpkin soup. We got 2:52 on the watch. I reckon I've still got about another hour or two left in me, and then we best get home, spend some time with the family. Did you hear Franco before what he was saying? He's got an old backhoe or some kind of machine over the back there for me, or someone to use. I think he said me. He doesn't really ask you anything, Franco. He just sort of tells you, like, you will be doing this. Which, it's like, look, it's a typical businessman's approach, isn't it? I mean, he's a farmer, but he's a businessman through and through. So he doesn't really ask, hey Luke, like he asked me to come out and do the pegs and locate them, but he doesn't really ask, you know, would you like to now drive the tractor and pull them all out? But he said to me just before, he goes, look, I'm really relying on you, mate. And I said, look, I wasn't certain that you wanted me to come and remove them also, Franco. Just thought you wanted me to get rid of them, or locate them, sorry. But as he said, he's sort of relying on me. He's got no one else at the moment. Normally he has a farm manager, but he's lacking that at the moment. So as he said, there's a machine sitting over in the shed. We might have a look at it on the way out. There's a machine sitting over in the shed, and we're going to hook a chain on, and that's what you're going to use to pull out the stakes, which is what I thought would happen. Like he was saying about digging around all of them, but look, you'd be there forever. If we can get a chain, hook it on. I said I got that little platform chain that slips up sideways up the star picket. Many will know what I'm talking about, and it grabs onto it, latches onto it and pulls it out. I just hope, being so rusty, they actually do come out of the ground okay. We're looking for that next line too, but we are going to finish up very soon. And as I said, we're going to get over. Who remembers about the peppercorn tree over there? I've been looking at it all day. It's been staring back at me. And we're going to get over just quickly. I don't have much left in me, but for a 10-minute swing to kill the interest, we are going to check out underneath the peppercorn tree ever so quickly. And no, we're not going to be on the clock while we do it. It's been a big day. It's been a big week. I wonder how many holes I've dug. Hundreds and hundreds. So we are packing up just now. I'm tempted, well, I'm too keen to get over to that peppercorn tree, finish off the day. Not to mention, Sunday is the only day Helena has, well, it's her only day off, and Saturday afternoon. So look, we best get home. We've been at it for about 4 hours now, a good 4 hours. We best get home, and we first need to pack up here. We started another little pile today. That was yesterday's pile, plus steel droppers. We started another little pile today. We're going to walk around and count our work, keep track of everything. I like to keep a log, and you can just sort of recount back to it. So otherwise I'll be saying to Franco, oh, Tuesday I did 10 to 15, I don't know. The next day I did 20, look, I don't know. So keep a log, you can always refer back to it. That's what I like to do. So start from the start, and we're going to start counting as we go, work our way over to the bucket, get rid of all the scrap, and just see if we can't, oh, that one's hit me straight in the knee. That one, he's sitting in the ground funny. I forgot about him. He was early on this morning. It's been a long day, as I said. So make our way over to the bucket, fill all that up, and as I said, we're going to get over to that peppercorn tree, have a bit of a look-ski with the detector for a quick 10 minutes, and then, I really mean it, we're getting out of here. Oh, here we are, sitting here taking in the beautiful view and the big fire. Look out, the whole plantation's going to burn down soon. That is a big crop. I think I know who actually owns that land over the back there. And once again, big wheat farmers. So I dare say that's what's going on. Burning the wheat crop. There is flag number 1 though, right at the end. Remember we found the end corner post, concrete and a bit of Rio attached. So I dare say it's a concrete end strainer post to this plantation. And all the rest of the pegs in front of us we marked out yesterday. 20. So that's 1 right there. So 20 yesterday. That's our first one today that we're going to count. Plus we picked up a few steel droppers over the back there on the row. You got to remember. But look, we'll get to them in a minute. So number 1, number 2. And we've got 2 pegs over the side here that we found. So we'll be cheeky and we'll call them 3 and 4. They could have, oh no, they're not the same peg. They've both got sharpened ends. So 3 and 4, they're separate pegs. 5. Let's go. 6. Down the line, walking the line. 7. Right in the tyre track, or nearly, it's going off now. 8 is what we're picking up. 9 is in the ground, which we still have to get out, probably this week. 10 and 11. The 2 that are beside each other. And why? I don't know. 10, 11, 12, 13. Oh, here's where I struggle to carry it all because my left hand's only so big. Let's put them on the ground. 12, 13. Got some. 13. Another 2. Must be friends. 14, 15. Friends in a hole. 16 is the little flag there. Oh, throw them there. 17, 18 that we grabbed. 19. We can count it from here. 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26. One standing up is 27. So we did 27 star dropper pickets today. So not bad, not a bad effort at all, Buster. 27 more to add to the list. And I'll be interested to see how many Ks I've done today. We'll check that out in the watch when I get a free hand. 27 pegs though. And now we're going to go over and have a look at the peppercorn tree, run the detector there for 10 minutes, 2 times 5, 10 minutes I swear. And then I'm going to get home and we're also going to check out the big machine we've got in the shed to remove the rest of these pickets. Let's go. Right, where's this cool tractor or machine or thing that's going to rip poles out of the ground? Look, there's more bloody stainless poles over there. I don't know why I keep calling them stainless steel poles. They're not. They're steel pickets. Where's this machine? It's somewhere around here. Must be small. I can't see it. Oh, there it is. Oh, that's awesome. We've got a little Komatsu. How cool's that? Digging in style. So we're gonna have the bucket, I think he said. Let's have a look. There's the peppercorn tree right in front of us. Perfect spot to park. I didn't even notice this yesterday. I wonder whether it was here yesterday or not. So there we go. We got the little Komatsu digger. Woohoo! Oh, there you go. He's got all the implements. How awesome. Bucket, ram, digger, trench digger. What's he got on the front? Echo's in here. Woo! Yeah, right. Okay. That'll have plenty of power to do the job. And we've got the scraper on the front. Cool. Dare say she's locked. Yep, so we need a key. And he's got some rubber tread, so he's not going to do a tyre, which is good. Too bad if he went out there to remove star pickets. Dear, with a tractor. I end up doing a $2,000 tyre on another picket that I didn't find. You know whose fault that'd be? Probably mine. Right, there it is. Old peppercorn. Let's have a bit of a gander. I said 10 minutes. It's 3:37 now. Let's see how we go. Let's do this all together, because then you can see just what I'm talking about. Peppercorn trees are always a good one to look out for. They're not native to Australia either. I've said this multiple times, but they are native to South America. So they were planted here in Australia by settlers, and that's what always attracts me to them. Big high signal right there. So look, they were planted for massive signal right there. We're going to leave him. He sounds huge. They were planted for basically stop the flies. So you'll find them around the old houses. You'll find them around the old horse stables or the dairy. You'll find them at the old properties are somewhere where they were trying to keep the flies down. They got the little berries on them, and they're a natural fly deterrent. So when the berries bust open, they give off a little pungent smell, peppery smell, hence why they get the name Peppercorn. And nice. Prefer to go after this one first. Pretty big signal. We'll see how he is, what he is. But look, once the berries give off that bit of a smell, the flies disappear. Here we are using the pick too. It's alright. We don't have to be clean here. What do we got? Oh, wow. Wow. That's like a 50 cal. What have they been shooting out here? There's a bit of a story to this farm too. A family dispute. 42.42 caliber? I don't know. I don't know my bullets well enough. That's huge. That's the big daddy. There we go. Under the old peppercorn tree, eh? Always pays off. Sorry about your lawn, Franco. Let's have a look what else we've got here. I said 10 minutes, then we're getting out of here. Let's have a look at that one quickly. He's only a surface target, somewhere about there. And we'll see if we can get a coin out. That was cool, the big old caliber bullet. I only just wish I knew my bullets a bit better. What do we got? I think I was a bit off target then. Right, it's a bit of scrap, that one, and I was off target. It's alright. It's like digging out in the farm paddock out here. We'll just fill the hole in, the grass will come back, no worries. So I'll just keep going, a little bit more. That was 2 targets, 340. We've been in on this for 3 minutes, or 4 minutes. So we'll keep going, a little bit more, see if we can't at least pluck out a coin or a buckle before we leave. This one sounds like it could be a coin. He's still in the hole there. This house is not abandoned either. I thought it was abandoned the other day when I seen the video. It is actually rented out, so there you go. I wonder if there's anybody inside thinking, what's that man doing out there? Ringing the owner. At least the owner will know what I'm doing, even if the tenant doesn't. Where'd he go? Oh, a little cog. That's a cool piece. I really thought that was going to be a coin, just by the size of, or the sound of the size of the target, if that makes sense. It probably doesn't, or probably may not to some, but when you've been detecting for a while, you've dug out that many targets. Look, I'm sure a lot of people out there will agree with me. You can sort of judge the target by the tone and the sound and how long it's drawn out. The longer it's drawn out, generally chances are the shallower the target is, or the bigger the target is. When you get a really short, sharp, sweet sounding signal, back and forth like that one was, generally it's something small, like a button, like a coin, like a buckle would be. So really cool. There's a few signals around here. Not a great deal. That's a huge target. Drawn out. We might give him a dig just to look, just have a look what it is. It's not going to be a coin or anything like that, but we will just give him a dig just to be sure. And why not? We've dug enough holes already. One more is not going to hurt. That's it. Our 10 minutes is up, and then some. It's 3:51. I always do that, don't I? So we did get a bit of stuff there. Let's just tip it out and give you a bit of a look. Bit of a look-ski. On the ground it goes. So no coins, no buttons. We did, however, get a kick-ass bullet, a big 50 cal, 42 cal, I don't know. Little cog, bits of scrap, a bit of nail, a bit of brass. This all come out in 15 minutes, or whatever we were just going for. Another bit of brass, over the 10-minute timeline anyway. 3 more little rings of brass, a thing, and also another thing, which is really cool. And this rang up at a 9091. I dare say it's probably silver. It's got the weight, it's got the look, it's got the feel. Doesn't have any hallmarks or any engraving, but that could be the top of, look, I don't know exactly, but that could be the back end of his torch, the farmer's torch, I don't know. But interesting piece. And look, that was just, what, 10-15 minutes humming around under the peppercorn tree. What else is on this property? The house is over there. We've got out in the front paddock to do. We've got in the backyard here to do. There's been a lot more outbuildings and sheds put here since the old image that I'm looking at on the map, just currently at home. However, we've got the wool shed to do, so we can puddle around under the wool shed, look for a few old bottles. They may not be all that old, 1950s, something like that, but that's okay. It's a lot of fun, and it's a new site to explore on film. And once again, I thank you for watching the last 5 series of videos hunting out in that big paddock out there beyond, looking for the flags, or putting the flags down, looking for the star pickets. It's been fun, and I've had a lot of fun. But look, I wouldn't have showed it, I wouldn't share it, I wouldn't film it if it wasn't for you guys. So I really hope you enjoyed, and thank you once again for all your support. And remember, when we get back, or when we finish this job, we're jumping on the big 45 MR Komatsu, and we're pulling out some pickets. I can't wait, and we'll see you then. Cheers.